Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Radio Public, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 9 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, I know this review is a couple days late. So, a couple days ago, I saw Ralph Breaks the Internet is the sequel to the 2012 Wreck-It Ralph, and it stars the voices of John C. Reilly, Sarah Silverman, Gal Gadot, Taraji P. Henson, Jack McBrayer, Ed O'Neill, Jane Lynch, and it's directed by Rich Moore, who directed the first one, and Phil Johnston. I was gonna like list off like it's the 59th theatrical release Disney animated movie, but I don't know exactly what number it is. So it literally, like, in movie time, the same amount of time passed as in real time. It's 6 years after Wreck-It Ralph. Vanellope and Ralph, best friends. They hang out at the video game bar all the time. There's a little surge protector where everything's plugged in, where everybody comes out and mingles, and it gets cool. Vanellope is growing tired of the same old routine. Something happens to Sugar Rush, and the arcade gains Wi-Fi, gains internet. The character might actually be the surge protector, where everything's plugged in, but the little surge protector like blocks off the internet, like, we don't know about it, don't go there. But, you know, through different means of gaining information, Ralph knows that the internet has what Vanellope's game needs to be fixed. So they go to the internet to fix her game and discover like a whole new big scary world. I love Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph is one of my all-time favorite Disney theatrically animated release movies. And as soon as they announced a sequel, I was all in. I think some of the supporting characters from the original like take a backseat. They're in like the first quarter of the movie, which is basically set up. And once they hit the internet, the only familiar characters really are Vanellope and Ralph. What snobs and people that want to try to hate on this movie are gonna do is say it's littered with product placement. Bro, like, it's the internet. Whatever different sites they might end up seeing or going into, visiting, are just buildings on the street. You know what I mean? It's setting. It's set location. You know what I mean? Disney patting themselves on the back with all the different princesses and all the different characters that come in and out and show up. I thought it was all cool. It was all just like candy for the eyes. A lot of voice cameos. Like, there's so much that I don't want to spoil it. If you haven't seen a trailer, I don't want to tell you who is or is not in this movie, but who is in this movie, more of like the new school, modern age characters, were voiced by their original actor or actress. It's so cool. There are quite a few non-speaking cameos. Like, it's all animated, so all you got to do is draw somebody. Like, it's real dope. John C. Reilly still hilarious as Ralph. You know, a big guy with big heart, trying to do the right thing. And I'm getting about, I would say a little over halfway through, and I was thinking like Ralph really hasn't broken the internet yet. And even if it's like just some massive, you know, like when a celebrity does something and everybody all of a sudden is on that, you have to be in the know about what's going on. It could have just been something like that. But no, the internet gets broken. I won't say how, but it all works and services the story. Vanellope, still one of the coolest characters that Disney has made this decade. Sarah Silverman, still hysterical with that voice that she uses for Vanellope. I really liked the Gal Gadot character that looks just like her. I really like the Taraji P. Henson character that's modeled after Cruella de Vil. I thought that was real dope. Like there's so much, you know what I mean? Like the internet is like never ending setting, you know what I mean? It's like they could have went anywhere with the story, and I really enjoyed what they did. It was hysterical. I like obviously kids are gonna love it. I caught a few adult themed jokes. I there is a mid credit scene and there is a post credit scene that I'm gonna throw out there just so y'all don't get left out. There wasn't anything I didn't like about this movie. Like Disney doesn't do that many theatrically released sequels. The only one that comes to mind, honestly, is The Rescuers Down Under. And this is a great Disney animated sequel. This might be like the greatest animated sequel since Shrek 2. And that's non-biased. That's a 32-year-old grown man saying this. But I'm a kid at heart though. With all that being said, I will say that in my opinion, Ralph Breaks the Internet is almost dope as fuck. I loved this movie. Like I said, I love this one. I love the first one. Have you seen Ralph Breaks the Internet, man? What you think about it, man? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. Which do you prefer, the Wreck-It Ralph or Ralph Breaks the Internet? I think I like this one like a hair more. And they're both like visually amazing. Like the things that they do with the computer, with the CGI and all that, man, it's so cool. So I have recently posted reviews for Creed 2, for Robin Hood, for Overlord, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Girl in the Spider's Web, The Grinch, Instant Family, Widows, Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, man. Check those out. This will probably be my last movie review until The Mule and or Into the Spider-Verse. Check those out, man. Rec League Podcast episode 9 is coming. I'm cooking something similar for episode 10, the way that I did for that special episode in October I did, man. So be on the lookout for all of that, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.